What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Stelly Grills and Chills, and today we doing something just a little bit different. We checking out foods that most people probably wouldn't eat, but I've been eating probably my whole life, or at least and tried them a few times, and actually love them. I mean, it ain't for everybody, but these foods are definitely for me. Some of them, because I ain't tried all of them. But anyway, let's get into what this video talking about with these foods. And let's see if you would try, but I know I would. But anyway, let's get it.
Number 1. Pickled pig's feet. Think you've heard it all when it comes to weird food? Well, hold on tight because today we're diving into one of the strangest delicacies in American cuisine, pickled pig's feet. Let's get into this peculiar dish that'll leave you both shocked and fascinated. Pickled pig's feet have been around for centuries. Dating back to the colonial era, this bizarre dish was a way for settlers to make use of every part of the animal, and nothing went to waste. People in the southern United States, especially, have kept this tradition alive. It was cheap, easy to preserve, and full of flavor. If you're adventurous enough to try it, that is. So, what exactly are pickled pig's feet? Essentially, it's a preserved dish where the pig's trotters, or feet, are brined in a vinegar solution, along with some salt and spices. The vinegar gives it a tangy, sour taste, while the gelatinous texture of the pig's feet gives it that unique mouthfeel. It's not for everyone, but some people swear by it. Surprisingly, pickled pig's feet are still fairly common in certain parts of the US, especially in the South. You can find them in jars on the shelves of grocery stores or
So yeah, y'all, I can't even lie. Pickled pig feet, back in the day, when I was a kid, this was something that we used to always get. We would go to the corner store, get us a pickled pig foot, get us a Chico stick, get us a pickle, get us some candy canes. You know, it just made for a great combination. Snicker bars, all that. You know, just as kids, this is what we did. You know, back in Louisiana, we just did that. This was a tasty dish to us. I know it sounds crazy now, being in the world that we live in today, but this is what we did as kids. And we thought they were so good, so tasty, that it almost caused confusion at my job one day. Because dude tried to hollered at this girl. He was trying to mac on her. You know how they did back in the day. And he brought in some pickled, what they call that, ham hock, trying to pass them off as pig feet. And she was like, these ain't even pig feet, these ham hocks. Get on out of here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Rocky Mountain oyster. Next, we're talking about a dish that'll truly shock your taste buds. Ever heard of Rocky Mountain oysters? Spoiler alert, they're not seafood. Let's dive into this unique food that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about oysters. They're actually bull testicles. That's right, these so-called oysters are a popular dish in the American West, particularly in ranching regions. They've been a part of cowboy culture for decades and are usually served fried and crispy. To make Rocky Mountain oysters, the testicles are first peeled and cleaned, then sliced into thin pieces. They're dipped in seasoned flour or batter and fried until golden brown. A crispy, crunchy snack that's served hot, often with a side of dipping sauce. Rocky Mountain oysters became popular in the American West, where ranchers had to make use of every part of the animal. It's a prime example of nose-to-tail eating, where nothing goes to waste. What started as a practical way to avoid food waste turned into a unique delicacy that's still enjoyed today. You might be wondering, where can I try these oysters? Rocky Mountain oysters are a regional specialty in the western US, and you can find them in steakhouses, local diners.
You know what? I hate to even admit it. I done tried these too before. Now, the first time I tried them, they were not actually Rocky Mountain oysters because they came from a pig. My uncle went outside. He had cut the, however you want to put it, out of the pig, and he had went in the house and fried it up, cooked it up, and started serving it. Man, I tore that meat up. I thought it was good. I was like, man, where you get this pork from? Then he told me what it was. I was like, oh, well, hey, that's okay. Go ahead and give me another piece. And later on in life, I seen the beef ones, so I had to go ahead and try 'em because I already knew I did like the pork. And they was good too. Now, just so you know, if you don't like liver, I wouldn't try this because it does have like a livery taste to it. But anyway, let's get on back to the video, y'all. Let's get back to the video.
3. Spam Musubi. This strange yet beloved snack has roots in Hawaii and combines ingredients you wouldn't expect. It's a simple, yet unique dish made of just 3 main ingredients: a block of sticky white rice, a fried slice of spam, and a strip of nori seaweed to hold it all together. It's like a sushi sandwich hybrid, but with one of America's most iconic canned meats, spam. Spam musubi has an interesting history. It originated in Hawaii during World War II, when spam was a staple for American soldiers stationed on the islands. With limited food supplies, Hawaiians got creative and combined spam with their own culinary traditions. The result? Spam musubi became a local favorite and remains a cultural icon to this day.
Now, I shouldn't even have to say nothing about this one because I got a recipe on my YouTube channel for making this. I mean, everybody not gonna like spam. It's a processed canned meat. And you know, when you dealing with canned meats, it's gonna be hit or miss. People either like it or they don't. But that musubi, it's pretty tasty, y'all. It's pretty tasty. But anyway, let's go ahead and get back to the video, y'all. Let's get back to the video.
Here is one of America's most outrageous fair foods, fried butter. Yep, you heard that right. This deep-fried delicacy takes butter to a whole new level, and it's way more popular than you might think. It's exactly what it sounds like. A big chunk of butter that's coated in batter and deep-fried to golden perfection. When you bite into it, you get a crispy shell on the outside and warm, melty butter on the inside. It's a taste experience unlike anything else. Fried butter made its big debut at the Iowa.
Now this crazy creation right here, I have tried. I tried at a fair, or was it a carnival? I'm not sure. But me and my partner, we both tried it at the same time. He loved it. I was kind of on the fence with it. You know, it was cool, but I don't think it's worth the calories and the things that it's gonna do to my body, you know. But hey, if you had a fur, I would definitely try it. I would definitely try it out. Fried butter, it gushes in that mouth though. You gonna get that juice pull when you bite it, you know. So you wanna let it cool off. But anyway, let's get back to the video, y'all. Let's get back to the video.
Pickled herring. For the 5th food on our list, we're diving into the salty, tangy world of pickled herring. This dish is an acquired taste, to say the least, but you'll find it on tables across America, especially during the holidays. It's herring that's been preserved in a mixture of vinegar, sugar, and spices. The fish is typically cut into bite-sized pieces and eaten straight out of the jar, or served with crackers if you're feeling fancy. Pickled herring actually comes from Northern Europe, where it's been a staple for centuries, especially in Scandinavian countries. When immigrants from these regions came to America, they brought this unique delicacy with them. Today, it's most popular in areas with strong Scandinavian roots, like the Midwest. How is pickled herring made? First, fresh herring fillets are cleaned and salted, which helps preserve them. Then, they're marinated in a brine made from vinegar, sugar, and spices like cloves and allspice. After a few days, the fish takes on a tangy flavor and is ready to eat. Believe it or not.
Now for me, when you talking about pickled herring, it's pretty tasty, y'all. I must admit, you know, a lot of people don't know that herring even is like your sardines. Sometimes you're not getting sardines, you're getting herring in that can. But anyway, what I do with mine, I have it mine with potatoes and onions. Boil me some potatoes, Dice me up a few onions on top. Throw that pickled herring on there. And oh yeah, tasting good, y'all. Tasting good. But anyway, let's get on back to this video, y'all. Because so far, they've been tasty to me.
6. Liver mush. It might sound a little strange, but this savory dish is beloved in North Carolina and beyond. Let's see what makes this food so unique. It's a blend of pork liver, cornmeal, and spices, all mixed together, shaped into a loaf, and then fried up to crispy perfection. It's similar to scrapple, but with a distinctly southern twist. Liver mush has deep roots in the South, particularly in North Carolina. This dish traces back to the early 20th century, when thrifty farmers would use every part of the pig. Pork liver, which was often overlooked, became a staple, especially in rural communities. And so, liver mush was born. Making liver mush is surprisingly simple. Pork liver is ground up, mixed with cornmeal, and seasoned with spices like black pepper and sage. Once it's all combined, it's formed into a loaf and chilled. To serve, it's sliced and fried until it's crispy on the outside, but still soft and flavorful inside. Liver mush is incredibly versatile. Some people enjoy it.
So yeah, y'all, the first time in this video, guess what? I ain't never had this. But I do like liver, so I would try it. I think that it's probably pretty tasty. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I kind of know how to make it. So just because I seen this, I think I'm going to do a little bit more research and make some just to see how it tastes, because I never really tasted it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get back to the video. See what they talk about next.
Garbage plate. This mountain of carbs and meat has become a must-try for anyone visiting Rochester, New York. But what exactly goes into a garbage plate, and why do people love it? Let's find out. Despite its name, the garbage plate is actually delicious. It starts with a base of home fries and macaroni salad. Then it's topped with your choice of meat, usually burgers or hot dogs. It's all covered in onions, mustard, and a signature meat sauce, sometimes known as hot sauce, which is a spicy, tangy ground beef sauce. The garbage plate has humble beginnings, originating in the 1910s at Nictahu Hots in Rochester, New York. Legend has it, this hearty meal was created for hungry workers who wanted a filling, affordable meal. Since then, it's become a staple and even a rite of passage for Rochester locals and visitors alike. Creating a garbage plate is as simple as it is indulgent. Start with a heap of home fries and macaroni salad, then pile on your favorite meat, whether it's a couple of burgers or hot dogs. Finally, load it up with onions, mustard, and a generous helping of that famous hot sauce. Some people even add ketchup or extra hot sauce for good measure.
So yeah, I've never actually tried a garbage plate. We have something similar. You know, when I was young in my 20s, we used to hit this diner and they had something with fries and they would throw the burger on top and a bunch of other little stuff, but it wasn't a garbage plate because it wasn't made up with the macaroni salad and everything like this. But I think I might try this just to give it a shot, you know. Might be a little bit better than what we eating here in St. Louis. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue through this video and see what they got for us next.
Pickles. This unexpected fusion of pickles and Kool-Aid has gained a cult following, especially in the South. These brightly colored treats are made by soaking dill pickles in a mixture of Kool-Aid and sugar. It's a strange combo of salty, sweet, and sour that creates a pickle like you've never tasted before. They're often found in convenience stores across Mississippi and other southern states. Making pickles is super easy, and all you need are a few ingredients. First, grab a jar of pickles and drain the brine into a bowl. Add a packet of your favorite Kool-Aid.
Now these, of course, I've done tried. You know, the kids love them. I'm not a big fan of them, but you know, I don't like pickles like that. I like pickles as an accent, not as just eating straight up. But hey, they are tasty. It just ain't, you know, something I would eat by itself. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on with this video.
Rinse to remove the lye. It's finally boiled or baked until it reaches that characteristic jelly-like texture. It might sound strange, but to Ludifisk lovers, it's all worth it. Ludifisk has been a staple in the Midwest, especially in states like Minnesota and Wisconsin, thanks to Norwegian immigrants who brought the tradition with them in the 19th century. It's often served during the holidays or at church dinners, where families come together to enjoy this old-world delicacy. Even today, it remains a symbol of cultural pride and heritage for many Norwegian Americans. The flavor is mild, but the texture can be surprising if you're not expecting it. Some describe it as similar to gelatin or custard, but
So yeah, y'all, this is one thing I've never tried in my life, but I would be down to try. You know, I don't know if it would be for me because they say the texture is a little bit off, and you know, sometimes when things ain't right texturally, it can throw you off and you might get that up choke moment. But hey, I would try it. I would try it, y'all.
Number 10. Chitlins. As we come to the last item on our list, today we're diving into a southern dish that's truly one of a kind. Chitlins, or as many call them, chitlins. It's a dish that's loved by some and avoided by others, but it has a rich history in the American South. Simply put, they're the small intestines of a pig, and they're often cleaned, seasoned, and slow-cooked to create a flavorful and tender dish. Chitlins have been a staple in Southern cuisine for generations, and despite their unique origin, they're still a favorite in many households across the United States. Cooking chitlins is no simple task. They need to be thoroughly cleaned to remove any impurities, which can be time-consuming.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, hey, them chillin', they gonna be good. You know, we have them maybe once a year. I wouldn't eat them all the time. You know, high in cholesterol, probably high in everything. You know, I don't know, but I know that they ain't good for you. So once a year, Thanksgiving, yeah, we go ahead and get down to them tasty chitlins. Now, the only thing about chitlins that I do hate is that when my wife cook them, by the time she get done cleaning them, she get that 10-pound bucket, 20-pound bucket, or whatever it is, and next thing you know, she ain't got nothing but 5 pounds that she get done cleaning. Maybe 7 if it's a 20-pound bucket. But you know, it is what it is. But as always, y'all, that was the last dish of the day. So love, peace, and keep it grilling, y'all. See ya.